Hello everyone. With you System.GURU.Markets. Let's start with general information about the company. A little further, we will consider each indicator in more detail. If necessary, you can pause the video. You can view all the corporation's indicators in detail. We will analyze the main fundamental indicators of the company Intel Corp, ticker INTC. This review was based on data as of April 19, 2025. According to Classification Guru, Markets company Intel Corporation belongs to the subcategory Comp Set. 60 companies are involved in the analysis. This is very representative. The total result for the company under study is as follows, -2 out of 10 points. Average score for the subcategory, 1.6 points. If you look broadly, within the US market as a whole, we see that the average score for the entire US stock market as a whole is 1.8 points. Against a score of -2 points Intel Corporation. Comparing the dynamics of the company's share price Intel Corporation and subcategory shares, we will see that over the past 12 months the company's shares Intel Corp showed a change of -47.7%. Against price changes in the subcategory -2.1%. This does not clearly indicate anything, but this fact must be taken into account. Market capitalization of the company Intel Corporation valued at $82.59 billion. And the capitalization of the subcategory is $3,405 billion. Intel Corp has a share of 2.426% and is one of the small companies in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is estimated at $99.9 billion. And the capitalization of the subcategory is $730 billion. Intel Corp constitutes a share of 13.676%. Having compared the shares of stock exchange and book value, we will see the following. Share Intel Corp in the subcategory when assessing market value is 2.426%. The balance sheet capitalization is 13.676%, which is 464% more than the share of market value. Assessment of the company's share of market and book value in the subcategory, good, 1 point. The analyzed organization's debt obligations amount to $50.975 billion. Debt to book value represents 51% of the company's equity. Result on the company's financial obligations, tolerable, 0 points. The ratio of a company's stock price to its profit is 0. The subcategory average is 35.9, which is significantly worse than the subcategory average. Assessment of the company's market price to its profit in comparison with organizations in the subcategory, very bad, -2 points. Profit for the last 12 months was -$18,765 million. Future earnings over the next 12 months are expected to be $5,043 million, which is 73.1% less than the current figure. Assessment of the predicted future profit indicator in comparison with in the subcategory, tolerable, 0 points. The company's price to revenue balance is 1.6. The subcategory average of 4.1 is 61% lower than the subcategory average. Assessment of the company's stock market value to revenue indicators in comparison with indicators in the subcategory, good, 1 point. Revenue for the last 12 months was $53,130 million. Projected revenue for the next 12 months is unknown. This is very bad for the company. Assessment of expected future sales indicators in comparison with indicators in the subcategory, bad, -1 point. The sales margin is -35.3%, with an average in the subcategory of 11.5%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 46.9%. Assessment of sales margins in comparison with indicators in the subcategory, tolerable, -0.5 points. The company's share by number of personnel in the subcategory is 8.215%, which is 239% more than the share of market capitalization. And this shows the imbalance of the company's current market price Intel Corp, most likely towards underestimation. The amount of market capital for each employee of the company is equal to $758,000. And in the subcategory, there are $2,567,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 70.5%. Assessment of the amount of the company's market capital per employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory, good, 0.5 points. The amount of profit per individual employee of the company is -$172,200, with the average in the subcategory, $71,600. And the difference between the average for the subcategory and the company's indicators is 141%. Estimation of profit per company employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory, tolerable, -0.5 points. The company's revenue per employee is $488,000. In the subcategory, $620,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 27%. Estimation of sales volume per individual company employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory, tolerable, -0.5 points. The volume of short transactions corresponds to 2.7%, with an average for the subcategory of 1.9%. This is an indicator of a possible short squeeze. Indicator RSI 14 shows a level of 39% for the company Intel Corp, while for the subcategory the RSI level, 14, is approximately 42%. Technically, subcategory securities are quoted in the same way as company shares Intel Corp. The company's current stock price is approximately $18.92. The consensus price estimate for the company's shares is approximately $25.16. The difference between the current price and the consensus forecast is approximately 33%. Let's look at the order table, which is available to everyone. The link is in the pinned comment. The order table contains all decisions made this season by the stock valuation reference System.GURU.Markets. Access to the order table is free, link in pinned comment. As a result of securities valuation Intel Corp. Help System.GURU.Markets a decision is made. Do not open a deal, as the video is an overview. Thank you for watching to the end and for using the information and reference system from Guru Markets.